Hi, welcome back to our channel. Today I am working on a little something for the family. If you've seen our previous videos of us in our backyard, like more down the hill, you'll know that we're just constantly innovating new ideas of what to do down there. We have a little over half an acre of land. I actually ended up building a horseshoe pit down the hill earlier. As I was building it and when I finished it, I had the instant idea. I was like, oh my gosh, I could literally use these same materials and build a putt-putt hole, miniature golf. So yeah, come check it out. So we have this area up here, and just kind of show you around a little bit. But this is kind of like the most flat area that we have. And it kind of sits behind, so that's our house right there. We got these hedges that kind of block the view here. So it creates almost like this separate kind of section back here. And I like it because it's flat. And so we got some chairs here. We got a picnic table here. And right in this corner by this fence is where I was thinking about putting it. You can already see I got one of the boards here and the backboard back there. It's not completed here, but essentially we'd have this piece and then the piece over here I'd go right here, and then yeah, this would be kind of where it's located. And I'm learning as I go, guys. I didn't watch any videos of how to create this. This is just me kind of just being creative and coming up with something on my own. Yeah, I just plan on kind of digging up some of this grass just in the shape of the hole. And then I'm going to put some like some of that tarp to prevent weeds from growing. And then over that, put the green turf. And then I'm just going to kind of build the wood where that goes there. And then I should have my miniature golf course. I got these pieces of wood here from Home Depot for about $3.50 a piece. Just really have a good length. They're really sturdy, and I'm actually going to paint these black just to make them look a little nicer. These will actually work as the edges, the left and right edges of the putt-putt course. So let's get started. So here is pretty much the finished product of me spraying these two sticks. I had to actually buy an extra spray can. I ran out, so it was actually good because I was able to do a second coat on these. So those are drying. And here's my backboard that I sprayed black as well. So I think it's going to look really nice when I put these together. Now that I know the dimensions of the size that this is going to be, I was able to use this tool right here to kind of create a line that's going to tell me where I need to start digging in to take this grass off. And so I just created a line all the way around, and then I started using this tool and I already started digging up some of the grass. So I actually grew up playing golf with my dad. My dad loves golf, and he always used to bring me along playing, whether it's the driving range or actually playing golf or miniature golf, whatever it may be. So I just, it's something that I enjoy to do, and I would love to have this back here so that I can start teaching my two sons how to play golf. What better way to do it than your own backyard, right? Oh. Yeah. Good job. Can you put more in the bucket? Oh, wow. It's pretty much what you want right there. Took off all the grass. Now I just gotta pick up all this excess dirt and rocks and just flatten it as best as possible. Thanks for helping, JJ. Did you have fun? Yeah. Now we're starting to put down the ground cover. This is a weed block to prevent the grass or weeds from going back through again. So this is actually the cheapest version that they had. I didn't need anything super thick because we are going to be putting turf on top of this as well. So just got this cheaper roll, And you're also going to want to get these garden staples. Those are the ones that you put down so that this tarp stays put in place. So I'm going to be cutting this piece right here and then placing another layer to cover the other side. It's going to overlap here. Here's a quick look as I'm overlapping this one with the second round. Now this overlap is going to help cause extra protection towards the middle. I choose to do that instead of just cutting a strip just to fill this in. Might as well, right? So that's kind of what that looks like. I'm just going to keep rolling that all the way to the end and cut that off. All right, so I got the cover down. I just briefly put the sticks, I guess the borders back up, just to make sure it's going to fit right. Because I'm going to have to put the turf underneath first and then put it on top. But so far so good. I did have to hi Jordan. Hi. I did have to kind of smooth out some of the edges and take out some additional rocks along the edge to make it fit okay. Otherwise it just wasn't really fitting correctly. But yeah, I think it's starting to look really, really good. I'm excited. Check it out, guys. I got my hole and my flag from Amazon. This was like $21.99, something like that. But it's perfect. This is essentially what I was needing, really. The flag is just the plus. I was really just needing the cup. But yeah, I just kind of tested it out. It's not official yet. But yeah, super cool looking flag. Not too expensive online. I did want to share that I had one unfortunate thing that happened that I'm about to redo. So this piece of wood right here, with all the dirt, they got kind of dirty, so I used my hose to kind of rinse it off. And when I came the other day over here, I noticed that this wood got warped. You can see it kind of curves inward. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but you can definitely see it here. So I'm gonna have to redo another piece and put it here. So that kind of sucks. It's a little bit of a setback. But yeah, I just came from Home Depot today. This is the turf that I was talking about. I actually just purchased, they had a roll already kind of on the side. That you usually use this for like the yard or something like that. Cost me I think $24 or something before tax. And this is almost the exact same size as this. I'm just gonna have to cut off just a small portion of it. And then one extra thing that I thought about just recently is that this is not perfectly level, right? There's bumps because I got rocks and the dirt is really hard to level without, specific machinery and things like that. So with just a shovel, this is really the best I could do. So what I decided to do is I'm gonna try using sand. I'm gonna kind of put it on top of this just to kind of level out some of those dips. And then I'm gonna put the turf over the sand. So we'll see how that works out. Not really sure if this is the best way to do it, but it's kind of what I thought. I put the cup underneath, it's kind of sticking out a little bit so I can feel the edges. And I'm just kind of drawing around the outer edge so that I can cut out the perfect circle. So I'm sure there's better ways to do this, but this is what I'm doing right now. And the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna trace around it with this kind of box cutter X-Acto knife. So that should give me a good clean cut. This is the sand that I bought, just regular paver sand you would use for making your gravel areas, using pavers, kind of like what we did with our little patio area we built in our backyard. So just laying it down here. I'm thankful I got 2 bags because 1 bag's definitely not enough for this area. But you can see I'm just spreading it out, and I'm going to be just making sure that it's as level as possible before I put the turf over it. So now that I got the sand down and as flat as I can, it's not gonna be perfect, but it'll be a little better than what it was. I'm gonna start laying down this turf again. All right, I put that turf down over it. You can see the cup is back in there. The only thing is, I'm not sure what to do with this. It's, I tried my best to cut the hole and it's still not perfect, so that I don't like. I'm not sure what I could do to make that look a little nicer, but I don't know, I'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm pretty much getting close to the end of it. I just have to secure the wood on all these sides, and we'll be good. Create the whole frame, and I'm gonna test it out. Actually, I got a little ahead of myself, a little too excited. I gotta secure the sides of these with these staples again, just like I did with the cover on the bottom, so that way it stays in place, doesn't move or anything like that. So that'll be my next step. You also want to make sure that you put these on the very edge where the wood frame is going to cover it. You don't want these sticking out and affecting, you know, the ball going by, things like that. So I'm just going to put them pretty much right at the edge here to secure the sides, and I'm going to hammer those. All right, so now it's time to start putting the wood frame together. Now, I don't use any nails, screws, anything like that. I just keep it super simple. I had some extra wood laying around my yard that I spray painted black here. It was a longer piece than this, and I just broke them into like 3 different pieces. And then I just basically use this as stakes and just use them to hold the frame together. So I actually already did one. I'll show you here. So this front piece right here, you can see I just took the wood stake, put it right here, and then hammered that in. And then I also have one on the other side for support. Now, normally I do like one on this side and one on this side, and then maybe one on the back, but I wanted to do as least damage on this side as possible. I don't really want this sticking into this turf too much. I'd rather have it on the other side where it's more in the dirt. So that's kind of the approach I'm going to take on this side. I'm going to do one on this side, one on this side, I'm talking about on the other side, and then one in the middle on this side. That way I just have one that's in the turf and not really getting in the way of the balls or anything like that. So that's the approach that I'm taking. So I'm gonna put the first one just right here. It's gonna press against these 2 pieces of wood, keeping it nice and sturdy. And I'm just gonna use the hammer, and I'm gonna hammer this in right here. See, now I put this one in here, and it just makes it, you know, pretty sturdy. Like I'm moving it right here, and it's not really moving. Now the cool thing about this is that, like, let's just say I wanted to get rid of this and decide I don't want this in my yard anymore. I can literally just pull this out, you know, really easily. It's not going to be a huge hassle. So it's part of the reason why I like to do this. And not to mention it's, you know, one of the cheaper routes to go, but it's also one of the easier routes. You know, all you need is some sticks and a hammer. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our finished product. Yeah, that is awesome. I knew I could do it. That is pretty dang cool. Wow. Can't wait to try it out. So check this out, guys. I wanted to make the course a little more challenging than just a straight shot. So I went and got a couple things and added them, and I want to show you. So we got this rock pathway here that my wife has done a great job in building, undigging all these rocks and making it look beautiful there. And I decided, why not take some rocks and add them as obstacles? So we have this one here, this one here, and then I also built a little, kind of like a little tunnel. And if you get right through the middle there, you'll get right into the hole. Pretty cool.
I'm about to go see Joelle's little mini golf thing for the first time. Let's go check it out. I'll give you guys my reaction. I know it's gonna be great. Wow, it's so cute. Whoa. Wow, you guys, this looks awesome. Oh, almost. It looks really nice. Wow, that's okay. It gets the job done, doesn't it, Jay?
Did you have to join it?